Welcome everybody to Kodai Fishing the Village. Kodai Fishing the Village is a great place to witness local life and enjoy the fresh seafood during your holiday in Hoi An. Set at the estate at Hoi An, this quaint village also offers splendid views and an expansive coastline with the soaring palm trees and the colorful fishing boats moored on the water. I highly recommend making your way to visit the harbor in the early morning. That's when the fishermen return from sea with their massive hauls of live crab, scallop, grappers, and stingray. Once you reach the estate and the Kodai Fishing Village, there's a small inhabited site that's covered by colorful seashells that have washed up on the beach over the years. Numerous food carts and open-air restaurants are set along the beach, where the travelers can be assembled traditional Vietnamese dishes such as beef pho, bánh mì, bánh xèo, Vietnamese pancake, and a wide range of the grilled seafoods at affordable price. Catering to the growing number of foreign visitors, there are plenty of the tour operators in Hoi An that include the short visits to Kodai Fishing the Village in their itinerary. If you prefer exploring Kodai according to your own time and pace, the village is easily accessible by car, via cars or bicycle or motorcycle. The best time to visit in Kodai Fishing Village is in the early morning and the late afternoon to avoid the scorching heat. Just about 3 km Hoi An Center, the Kodai Fishing the Village in the Kodai Beach is proud of the solidarity among its local residents. In addition, the villagers are honest and live in harmony with the nature. They are feel very happy when they bring the home bumper catfish. And we are staying in the Blockhouse of the U.S. Station Army. Blockhouse already maintained in the Vietnamese war with America. You can see the many how to set up the gun. Vietnam, the war of the nations, I can call that. And now I would like to tell you about the histories war the Vietnam and American, Vietnam and French through the Blockhouse. Vietnam, a nation in Southeast Asia of the eastern edge of the Indochina Peninsula. Vietnam had been under French colonial rule since the 19th century. During the World War II, Japanese forces invaded Vietnam to fight off both Japanese occupiers and the French colonial administration. Political leader Ho Chi Minh, inspired by the Chinese and Soviet communism, formed the Viet Minh, or the League for the Independence of the Vietnam. When the Vietnamese War and the U.S. involvement in the war began in 1954, through the ongoing conflict in the regions had stretched back several decades. After Ho's communist force took power in the north, armed conflict between the northern and the southern armies continued until a decisive battle at Điện Biên Phủ in the May 1954 ended with victories for Northern Vietnam forces. By the end of the June in the 1972, however, after a failure offensive into South Hanoi was finally willing to compromise. North Vietnam's representative draft a peace agreement by the early fall, but the leader in Hoi An and in Saigon rejected. In December, the Nixon's president's U.S. authorized a number of bombing raids against targets in Hanoi and Haiphong, and now as the Christmas bombing, the raids drew international condemnation. At the end, in the 1973, the U.S. and North Vietnam concludes and final peace agreement. And here today is the tourism. The tourists will be developed this village, and in the Cửa Đại dock, each day have many cars big boat to the Cham Island. From here, normally it's about the fee from with the big boat only 300,000 for the one way from the Cửa Đại dock to the Cham Island. All of the village men go offshore fishing their wives help their husbands to take their seafood catches to market for sale. The villagers depend directly on the fishing activities for their livelihood. Like other craft village in the Vietnam, the skills of the local people's villagers make their own fishing tackle to help them to get more fish. In spite of all the difficulties and challenges in their lives, the villagers show solidarity and support for each other. The local fishermen help each other while fishing at the sea at the situation of the bad weather and other dangers. Although they have a habit of talking loudly, they are hardworking, gentle, honest, friendly, kind, and helpful people.
Cái cạnh cuối của cái đoạn này là anh chàng cái tàu chạy vô nè. Thư giãn tí rồi.
Going to Kudai fishing village, the tourists not only immersed in the peaceful scenery of the romantic fishing village, the visitors can go to the Charm Island from here, where we are staying, but they also comfortably admire the majestic Hoi An. Additionally, tourists can kayak to visit in the sun morning after crossing the breathtaking red coral reef right in the pure water, or engage in the unique form of the tourism too popular in Hoi An. Vehicles used in the journeys are mainly by the wooden boat or kayaking. If the fishermen in the fishing village undertake in this position, this appearance will attend memorable moments in the journey discovering Hoi An travel. I really thank you everyone watched my video. I will stop here in the Kudai fishing village and see you for next video to the other destination in Hoi An. Compassion to everyone.